Every Friday, a government-approved Islamic call to prayer blares its broadcast over downtown Regina.
There are also people, maybe they are not aware about the beauty of Islam. That is why they have the negative impact.
Now, some people have tried to dismiss concerns about this as just nothing more about complaints about noise. They're wrong. This isn't simply about noise pollution. It's about changing the character of our shared public spaces without public debate and placing an explicitly religious message at the center of our civic life, and only one religious message. Now, a source tells Rebel News that this permit was approved by Regina Police without ever being brought before Regina City Council for public discussion. That should concern every Canadian, regardless of their faith. This isn't like an innocuous church bell either. Church bells are just tones. They function much like a clock tower, marking the passage of time or calling a congregation together without conveying a specific theological message to everyone within earshot. The Adhan is something entirely different. It is a spoken religious supremacist proclamation. Allah is the greatest. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Come to prayer, come to success. Allah is the greatest. There is no God but Allah. Now, this is not merely a sound in the background of city life.
I would suggest, why not we come together and discuss to see what we find similarities to follow. We are not here to bother anybody.
It's a blaring, explicit religious and ideological message being amplified over an entire downtown core. For many Canadians, this raises a much larger question, doesn't it? Should governments be facilitating the projection of only one particular religion's message into our common civic spaces? Now, Canada has long embraced freedom of religion. Every Canadian should be free to worship, pray, and practice their faith in peace, of course. But freedom of religion is not the same thing as religious domination. No religion should expect the public square to conform to its practices, and no faith should enjoy special privileges that allow it to reshape our common spaces without public consent. Many Canadians also see this as part of a broader trend of increasingly visible Islamic claims over Canadian places, whether through amplified calls to prayer or organized prayers in the streets and public squares rather than in their houses of worship. You may agree with those concerns, or you may not, but Canadians have every right to discuss them. Because at the same time, residents who object to this decision that was made without public consultation are now being met with police warnings about hate crime prosecutions and increased monitoring of online commentary. Now, the effect is chilling. Many Canadians will reasonably wonder whether they can even voice their opposition without attracting police attention. And let's be real clear here. Criticizing a government decision is not a hate crime. Questioning a religion is not a hate crime. Questioning a permit is not a hate crime. Saying, I don't want this one religious message blasted over my downtown is not a hate crime. Free citizens have the right to object to decisions made in their name using public authority and affecting their communities. That's not hate. That's democracy. If government agencies can authorize this in Regina without public consultation, they can do it anywhere. And I think that's the point. Today it's Regina. Tomorrow it could be your city. That's why we're launching StopIslamicDomination.com. Sign the petition and fund our independent journalism. That's why we're launching StopIslamicDomination.com. Go there, sign the petition, and fund our independent journalism on this issue, because our shared civic spaces belong to everyone, and Canadians deserve a voice before these spaces are fundamentally changed. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Go to stopislamicdomination.com, sign our petition, and fund our independent journalism on the issue of a Regina mosque blaring the call to prayer across the entire downtown core every Friday.